有一天，我发现自怜资格都已没有，只剩下不知疲倦的肩膀，担负着简单的满足。
有一天，开始从平淡日子感受快乐，看到了明明白白的远方，我要的幸福。
我要稳稳的幸福，能抵挡末日的残酷，
在不安的深夜能有个归宿。我要稳稳的幸福，能用双手去碰触，每次伸手入怀中有你的温度。
我要稳稳的幸福，能抵挡失落的痛楚，
一个人的路途也不会孤独。我要稳稳的幸福，能用生命做长度，无论我身在何处，都不会迷途。这是我想要的幸福。
Lucky I stopped by this morning. Otherwise, who knows how long he'd be lying there.
Yuan Bao, calmly explain it to Xia Bing when she gets here later. Don't be tense. It does little help, you know.
Come on. Why would Yuan Bao be tense and upset? It's Xia Bing who should be emotional. Just think about it. She has no job and no income. It's not like she was born into a wealthy family. Besides, she has to raise a baby all by herself now. And you know what? While divorce might be bad for Yuan Bao, it's really much worse for Xia Bing.
Yuan Bao, Xia Bing has a hot temper, and she's spoiled, but she's a good girl. You should talk to her later, okay?
Yuan Bao, you heard her. Just set aside everything else for now and try to get Xia Bing back.
This way. Don't run, careful.
Xia Bing,
How's my dad?
He's having some tests. No one can go in right now.
Oh, your dad would just be fine. We have no idea why he came over to our place and passed out like that.
Enough. Why he did it is not important. Yuan Bao, come here. Tell us now, since your mum and Xia Bing are both here, let me ask you. Did you ask to divorce my daughter?
last time, when he couldn't find Xia Bing and Man, he was overwhelmed and upset, but he didn't mean it. Xia Bing.
Doctor, how is he? How's my dad doing?
From his blood pressure, it seems he's been stressed lately and not sleeping well. That's why he fainted. But there's also a problem with his liver, so he needs to stay in the hospital for further observation.
Oh, thank you.
Can we go in and see him now?
Sure, it's fine.
Thank you. Thanks,
Okay.
Thanks, Doctor. Well, Xia Bing, come on. Come, let's see him.
Xia Bing, leave Maman with me. I'll watch her.
Xia Bing, let's go see him.
Maman. Yuan Bao, go and buy some snacks for Man downstairs. After that, go and check on Mr. Xia. After all, he still is her father-in-law.
Yuan Bao, your mum is right. Go and buy some fruit and some flowers. Go. Go now.
Go on now.
Miss Lee, don't leave her alone.
I won't leave her. I promise.
Come on, it's nothing serious.
I told you there was something wrong with my liver. I collapsed this morning, and now I'm hospitalized. I'm sure it's a huge problem.
Dad, don't worry. The doctor said that You just collapsed. From stress, it's nothing major.
I didn't feel stressed at all. When I got to Yuan Bao's place, it was still early. So I decided to wait for a little bit at the door until they got out of the bed, and then we'd talk. I didn't expect I would pass out while waiting. Now I'm here. I must have a serious health problem, right?
You're an idiot. That's your problem. Why did you go there? You went to yell at them, right? So then why wait outside until they got up? To be polite? Just bang on the door and make some noise, make a scene. And let their neighbors know what happened. Then people will judge them for how they've treated our family and mistreated us.
I didn't go there to yell at them. I went to settle the score with them.
Is there any difference? Any difference?
I just planned to settle the score with them. Then I fainted. I mean, do they have any idea how much money we've spent in raising Xia Bing? And how much have we lost during the time she lived at home? On top of that, how much more do we have to spend on Man? Do they have the slightest idea? Plus, had Xia Bing married a rich guy, let's not set the bar too high, just a moderately rich man, we would have been much better off. I must let him know all this. Otherwise, he would never know how much he owes us.
Dad.
I was not going to ask him to pay us. If you two were happy together, money is not a big deal. Look at you young people. I don't even know what you're thinking about. A marriage with no dowry or divorcing without gaining any property? That's ridiculous. Seriously, unless you're some real estate tycoon, you should ask for as much money as possible in a divorce. It's his fault. Why should you let him get away with it? Huh? It's easy to say that. You care little about money or its value. But here's the thing. When you need it most, he'll be having great fun with the money that's supposed to be yours.
Enough, enough. Lower your voice.
Who is it?
Who's there? Come in.
Dad.
Here you are. I wanted to talk to you. Wait. No flowers are allowed in my room. I'm allergic. Huh? And milk will give me diarrhea. I can't eat fruit either right now.
Dad, I'm gonna go take care of your paperwork.
Dad. Next time, just call me if you have something to say to me. I can go to your place.
You come to me? Had I not collapsed at your place, I have no idea when I would see you. You're always so busy.
You know, my mom's been ill recently, so she needs me. I'm sorry that I didn't go visit you recently. I should have done that.
You should have done that? That's not the only thing you should have done. Get me a pen and a piece of paper. I'll write them all down. You need to reflect on your mistakes. You've made so many.
Come on, why bother? Yuanbao, do you think Xia Bing is your property after she married you and gave birth to your baby? You think she can't find a better man after you get divorced? Is that it? Come on, boy, it's the 21st century. Things have changed, okay? These days, it's not women but men, huh? Who bear the brunt of this divorce, especially a man like you! You know what? Once you two get divorced, you will have no family, no wife, and no baby. Is that what you want? Get out. Just get out! You want a divorce? Get out! Get out!
Ma.
Get out of my face! Out!
Darling, we want them to make up for Monmouth's sake, right? Don't say what you said just now. Don't say Xia Bing can find some other richer guy once she's divorced. It doesn't help at all.
Am I wrong? You know what? Even a woman at my age, with a granddaughter already, can find another guy after she gets divorced. Don't you believe it?
I do.
Oh my gosh, look at you.
Slowly.
I know! You went
Be
to
careful,
settle
be
the
careful.
score with them, but ended up in the hospital.
Boss?
Help me give Xia Bing a call.
Okay.
Wait. Tell her Miss Zhang wants to see her, and invites her to the company this afternoon to talk about her position.
Should I call her now?
Yes. Call her right here. But don't tell her too much information about why. Just invite her to come over and find out more then.
All right. Mom. I signed all the forms.
Oh,
I need to go to the office this afternoon. Will you take care of Mon for me?
of course. Just go ahead.
Dad, don't worry too much. Just sleep for a while.
Can you grow quieter, please? My man is sleeping.
Muzi, if you quit your job only because of my relationship with your husband Luo Tian, then I can explain it again to you. This time, in front of Miss Zhang. Luo Tian and I are only good friends. That's the truth. We only sit together and talk.
But what's next after that? You'll talk and sleep in bed together?
You...
Just shut up, both of you. Okay, I now finally understand what happened. Before, there was some problem between the two of you. And that's why Moonza quit beauty so suddenly. But let me make this clear. I don't give a damn about either of your love affairs. One man and two women. The most despicable kind of man is he who refuses to man up to conflict. Moonza, I know you pretty well. You have devoted your life wholeheartedly to our magazine. Now you want to leave and work for another magazine. Are you doing this to punish yourself or what? Okay, here's my plan. Why don't you take a long holiday to get yourself together? But I will not allow you to work as editor for any other magazine.
I'm sorry, Miss Zhang. I've made up my mind already. Joan, I gave up and beauty is yours. Don't disappoint me.
Don't worry. I'll take the very best care of beauty. It'll only get better.
When Beauty was first published, sales were not good. I turned Beauty around just like I turned Luo Tian around. I made Beauty a bestseller. And I also know how to make queens sell just as well as Beauty does.
Don't mention Queen in front of me. Let me tell you, it's such an arrogant and ridiculous name. It can't even compare to Beauty. Beauty is always charming and elegant, and will always be so.
But Beauty has to answer to readers. But Queen is different. Queen focuses on individuality. It has great potential. I have confidence in it.
Oh, Xia Bing, here you are.
Miss Deng. Miss Lee, you're back from vacation?
Seems you're busy and need to talk. I'll be off then.
Xia Bing, come in. We're waiting for you.
Xia Bing, sit down.
Xia Bing, let's get straight to the point. I know you want to come back to beauty. I really appreciate your ability. We need competent staff like you. I told Miss Deng about you. I asked some of your colleagues about you. And I learned that you were a capable assistant for Muzi.
That's right. Joanne mentioned you many times. Actually, I think your performance was impressive. Welcome back, my girl. You'll be assistant to Chief Editor Joanne.
Joanne? What about Muzi?
She quit just a minute ago. I tried in vain to make her stay with us.
I'm really sorry that Miss Lee had to leave. But she seems to have a good plan. Seems she will be executive chief editor for another magazine, God knows where.
I didn't know about this personnel change. And if that's the case, I'm afraid I can't come back to Beauty. Miss Lee has been so nice to me. If it wasn't for her, I would still be a nameless receptionist. I think I need to talk to her first.
Xia Bing. Joanne speaks highly of you, and I also need you. Please come back. I'll give you a much better offer than you had before.
Right. Think about it, okay?
I can't give you any answer before I talk to Miss Lee. I'm sorry.
See that? How come I never have an assistant like Xia Bing who is there for me in difficult times?
I don't believe there's anyone who will always stick with you no matter what. She must have turned us down because our offer is simply not good enough for her.
Xia Bing?
Miss Lee, happy birthday.
This cake is really beautiful. Thank you for remembering my birthday.
I didn't tell you that I would go back to Beauty because I'd afraid you'd make fun of me. You tried so hard to have me stay, but I insisted on leaving. Now I feel a bit ashamed to go back. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. Really, you're willing to go back to Beauty. It means they've given you an attractive offer.
But I've already rejected their offer.
Why is that?
Because you'll go to Queen. If you think I can do something for you, please take me with you.
To tell you the truth, I have no idea about the current status of Queen or its future development. It would be hard on you if I brought you with me. Very hard.
As long as you're there, I'm not worried.
Xia Bing, listen to me. We're friends, but don't mix personal feelings with business. You tell me you turned down their offer to go back to Beauty because of me. I'm touched. That really means a lot to me. But actually working for Beauty is your best choice. After all, you're used to the working environment, and the colleagues are nice to you. Plus, Miss Zhang has a good impression of you. I believe Joan will try to keep you there.
How do you know that? Miss Deng suddenly stood up and tried to make me stay. I was so surprised and flattered. I couldn't believe they wanted little old me to stay with them. In their eyes, I'm nothing but a receptionist, or an assistant at most.
Miss Deng is doing a favor for Joan. Look, I quit Beauty so quickly. That's a big change for the company. Of course, they want to keep you there to let everybody know nothing else will change. But I didn't expect Miss Deng would invite you back like this.
They wouldn't have done that, had it not been for your help before. Miss Lee, you know me so well. Once I make my decision, no one can change my mind.
I've been working hard for so many years. But you're the only one who cares enough to be here today. I've devoted myself wholeheartedly to Beauty and Luo Tian. Now it seems I'll say goodbye to both of them.
But you said that you wouldn't give up your marriage with Luo Tian.
I said that because I had no confidence. I've thought of every possible scenario that the two of them might be doing. I even imagined what I would say. Or do if one day I caught them in bed together. But I could never have imagined that he could just have endless talks with a woman like Joan and nothing else. What can I do then? Fate seems to be messing with my perfect life. No matter how adequately I prepared before, I've still lost everything that I wanted, and I have nothing left.
But you... At least you know who your rival is. I don't even know who I'm fighting against. We quarrel about one thing today, and another thing tomorrow. Now it's dawned on me that we haven't been defeated by a particular person or particular thing, but by time itself. How I wish I could time travel back to the days when we were in love. But I know. We shouldn't expect a miracle. It's better to admit defeat.
It seems we took a different path, but the result is the same. We set out on a journey. But now it's come to an end, and we've been left with a baby. Well, surely there are some women who are not driven crazy by love.
May all of the women in the entire world be queen of their own lives.
To queen!
To queen.
To queen.
I'll hire a new nanny for you, okay? And I know it's hard to find a good one, but since other people can find one, we can find one too, right? But you know it takes time to look for a nanny, so don't worry. We'll find somebody. In the meantime, we better go ask Miss Lee to help us out first, okay?
Mrs. Lee is a nice lady. We have some great talks, but she's not reliable.
So what do we do? It's just for a few days. No one can help us except her, right? I've already told Shin about it.
Yuan Bao, did you apologize to Xia Bing yet? Does she still insist on leaving?
Mom, do you think sorry is enough to solve all the problems between Xia Bing and myself?
Lately, I've been bothered by something I wanted to ask you. Mrs. Lee asked me the same question.
Miss Lee is only interested in gossiping. If my guess is right, she asked you if I had an affair, or if Xia Bing had an affair, right?
Mrs. Lee says Xia Bing always hangs out with that doctor.
Well, I know I'm loyal to her. And I believe she's loyal too. Because I trust her.
Well, that's good.
Mom, not all couples split up because one cheats on another. Am I right? Anyways, don't think about it too much. I have time for bed. I want to sleep too. Night.
Okay.
Come in. Bourgeois, you are. Sorry, Bourgeois, you're working overtime, I know that. But he asked me to call you and see you right away.
It's all right. Come on, go. Wash the clothes.
Is that really what you want? Bourgeois is so busy, but you keep bothering him. Bourgeois, sit down. I'll go wash his clothes for him. Sit.
Okay, I'll stay here. It's okay.
Come here, sit.
Mr. Xia, what's wrong? You faint so suddenly.
After I was sent to hospital this morning, they said that there's something wrong with my liver. But the liver test results haven't come out yet.
I'll ask the doctor about your condition tomorrow. No worries.
Oh, fine. I can handle it. I'm mentally prepared for the worst. If something is wrong with my liver, just directly tell me.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be just fine.
Actually, besides my healthy condition, there is something else I want to talk to you about.
What's that?
Xia Bing said she will divorce Yuan Bao for real.
Oh, really?
Come on, don't pretend you didn't know. I'm probably seriously ill, who knows? And I don't know if I can survive my operation. I could die. Really, I mean, I could die any minute. I just want to ask you, if they really get divorced, will you accept Xia Bing and Mama? Oh, and what's your situation?
Situation?
Yeah, you know, your financial situation. I must make sure that you can give Xia Bing and Mama a good life. Otherwise, I'll turn over in my grave.
Mr. Shah, your test results have not come out yet. Don't be negative.
Oh, wait. Please answer my question first, okay?
Fine. I'll find an appropriate time to talk to Xia Bing. Don't worry about it.
It's the right time. What is that supposed to mean?
I need to find a good time first.
Well, when is that? When is a good time?
Better time than this, when her dad's not sick. Now you're in hospital, Xia Bing doesn't have the mood to talk with me. Please, just have some rest. Just have some rest. As a doctor, I'm telling you to rest. I'll talk to her.
You promise me you will?
Yes, I promise.
Can you give me one to eat? Thank you. Mom, you're back. Feel tired?
I'm fine.
How's Dad?
He's fine. Mama, I'm back to see you. Why are you up so early today?
I'm going to send Maman to a nursery school, and then I'll go to work.
She's so young. She would just cry at the nursery school.
It's fine. She'll get used to it.
Well, how about this? I'll make some food for your dad, then I'll go with you.
Don't bother. You'll cry if you go. Mom.
In this world, perhaps I'm the only mother who supports her daughter in getting a divorce and becoming a single mom. Sometimes I think I must be crazy. Your dad always worries that you won't be happy after getting a divorce. But I always tell him, I say I didn't pick the wrong baby at the hospital back then, and I'm pretty sure my daughter will be happier this way.
Of course I'm your daughter. And I swear Maman is also my daughter. So I think she can be very tough. Pull herself together and get through the day.
When you arrive there, if you need anything, go and buy it.
Why didn't my dad come to pick me up? Doesn't he know my mom is in hospital?
You promised me not to tell him about it. You should keep the promise you made.
Will you still take care of my mom after I leave?
Your mom is ill, so she needs someone to take care of her, okay? After she recovers, she can take good care of herself. Don't worry.
Please do me a favor and go to see her when you have time, okay? Just like now. Although you stole my dad from us, and I never liked you for that, but you're a trustworthy and compassionate person. Why are you laughing?
Thank you, dear. I feel so flattered right now.
I wanted to pick you up, but Mutza said she had some girl things to talk about with you, so I'll leave you to it. Huh? What's so funny? What did she say to you?
I have a question for you, Dad. Will you get divorced because of Joanne?
Whether I divorce Mutsu or not, it has nothing to do with Joan. You know, things are more complicated than that.
You have the same issue with your wife and your ex-wife. Don't you think the problem could be you? I'm a teenager, but I know there's no perfect lover. Why don't you just give up your unrealistic illusions?
Huh. All right. Let's get back to the point. You haven't answered my question. What did she tell you?
That's a secret. Dear Dad, hope you'll find forever love. Bye-bye.
Okay. Take care of yourself. Good.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for doing me another favor today. These days, well, I've been really wanting to find a chance to explain everything to you. Nothing happened that day. Joan and I...
Save your explanation. Save it. I really don't want to hear that.
Don't let your imagination run wild, okay? It's nothing.
I used to think that I was a very special person in your life. Someone you really treasured in your heart. But I guess I was wrong. Truth be told, we're better off without each other. At least you can live. At least, it seems that you can live a happy life without me. Really happy.
Of course you're very special to me. But I feel like an accessory in your life. An item on your list of things to do. I'm your possession. There's no spur-of-the-moment passion anymore.
Is that so?
Isn't it so?
Fine. If you think I treat you like this, let's separate like you suggested. Let's take some time to think things over and then make our final decision. Please separate each of one of my joint accounts with Luo Tian, including our insurance, credit card payments, car maintenance, utility bills, and anything else related to him that I manage. He'll manage it himself from now on. Oh, one more thing. Please help me rent an apartment along Anyuan Road, okay? I want a smaller and a less expensive one. Thanks.
Mama, don't cry. Mommy needs to go to work. I'll go back to pick you up right after work. I can't stay with you the whole day, right? Isn't that right? You're no longer a baby. You should learn to be without Mommy sometimes, all right? Can you do it? Sometimes people will stay with you. Sometimes people will leave you, but they'll come back soon. Just like Mommy. I'll come pick you up after work, okay? My good girl. You'll be just fine. Look, there are so many kids and also toys here. Look at all the pretty flowers and fun teachers in there.
You can have her go play. I'll leave her to you. I'm off.
Mama, don't cry. Don't cry, sweetheart. Don't cry.
I'm in a hurry. Can I take this cab? Thank you. Sorry, thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Sesame paste. It's hot. Careful.
Mrs. Chen, how I envy you. Your husband loves you so much and drives you here every day. If my husband were alive, I wouldn't bother my son and daughter-in-law. You know what? My neighbor, Mrs. Li, is also alone. She's old now, but she still has to buy a house for her daughter.
Mrs. Yuan, you're... Mrs. Li. Oh, forget it, don't worry. Be careful, it's hot. Hello? Is this Pujang? Hi. Miss... What's the average price of your houses? Oh, less than 30,000?
You also want to buy a house?
Oh, really?
You also want to buy a house?
Oh, no. I can't buy one right now. I'm just looking around. I think the price is fair. All right. I'll go have a look. Okay. Mrs. Yuan, I'm not as lucky as you are. Not even close. Look at this big house you have. Your son didn't have to buy an apartment himself. But look at Shen. How could she get married without a house? So I have to go and have a look. It's less than 30,000, bargain.
Go ahead, go. Yuan Bao says Mrs. Li will arrive soon. You go ahead, don't worry.
Okay. I pulled out all the electrical plugs. There's hot water here you can drink. Don't turn on the gas. Sit here or go to have a nap. Don't move around. Never ever turn on the gas. I'll be back in an hour. Don't touch anything.
Mrs. Chen can also afford a house. Mrs. Chen can also afford a house.
Please allow me to introduce Sun Xiaomei. She worked for Beauty before and quit her job 2 days ago. She's come to join us here at Queen. Please welcome her.
Welcome!
Sun Xiaomei and we've recently quit our jobs at Beauty in order to join Queen because we both look up to Mrs. Li as a leader. I believe in her creativity and leadership will help Queen become a bestseller.
So right now, I want to make a promise to each and every one of you. If Queen beats its competitors in sales, every one of you will get the credit. But here is a heads up for you. Listen carefully. Every article you submit to me can have some minor mistakes, because I understand that it takes time to improve. These are all things that I can teach you over time. But one thing that I'd forbid is plagiarism. Is that all that you did before? That's why Queen sales have worsened.
The same fashions are the same everywhere in the world, aren't they?
We only take articles from foreign magazines.
I've gone through these previous issues. Most of them are from these 3 magazines right here. And these 3 are available for purchase at any newsstands on the street. My point is, we're not doing a Reader's Digest, but a trend-setting fashion magazine. I hope we're not simply trend followers, but also trendsetters. What is a queen? In my opinion, being a queen means confidence and power. It means being yourself and being admired.
Good point. After 6 p.m. tonight, we'll stay and work overtime, okay? We'll discuss our new topic and content for the next issue. Your supper and snacks will be my treat. Xiaomei,
yeah?
Book a restaurant and order something delicious, and it'll also be your welcome party. It's also a welcome party for you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's work.
Miss Li?
Xia Bing, sit down. Look, so we have something important to talk about still. It's kind of embarrassing for me, actually. I know you turned down Joan's offer and came to help me. I really should have given you a way better offer.
Miss Li, I wouldn't have come here if it was money I was after.
Hang in there. Give me 6 months. 6 months later, everything here at Queen will be better than Beauty. At that time, I can increase your salary and give you a bonus too.
6 months? That sounds very ambitious.
I can only take revenge on Jones 6 months from now. But for me, it's too long. Too long indeed. Here. This is the only bonus I can give you now.
My Chanel purse?
Mm-hmm. I've kept it for you all this time. I knew I'd have the chance to return it to you one day.
No. I can't take it. I sold it to you when I had serious financial problems. I haven't paid it back for you yet. I promised I would, so how can I take it back?
Now I'm having some serious problems, and you've come to help me. You're willing to stand with me now and in the future. That kind of friendship is more precious than a purse. Trust me, it's a good bargain. For me.
Eh? Why were these clothes returned?
Why did they return all these clothes?
Shenzhen told us to sell all the leftover stock. She has ordered more in Hangzhou. These clothes are still good.
Come on.
Unload them.
I'll go.
Come on, save it. You're not strong enough. Nobody will help you unload there.
I can unload them. It just takes time.
Let me do it. When I was an agent, I helped my customers carry refrigerators. I got this.
You have to check the accounts. And he just got back. He's exhausted. Who's gonna go if I don't?
Hey, you have to go home for your mom.
It's fine. I asked Miss Lee for help. She's taking care of my mom.
Then go talk to Xia Bing. You two need to talk. I'm serious. You hear?
Just mind your own business.
Hey, be careful.
The most attractive aspect is the district has a 15,000 square meter park. The environment is terrific.
Great.
Please decide as soon as possible.
Excuse me, I need to take
Go
this.
ahead.
Hi, Yun Bao.
Miss Lee, how's my mom? Have you had lunch?
Yes, we have you.
Great. Would you please give my mom the phone?
Yun Bao. Really sorry. There was something I needed to do, so I'm out. I'm not at home.
Huh?
But don't worry. I turned off the power and turned off the gas. Your mum has had her lunch. I told her to go to bed if she feels tired.
How could you? How could you leave her at home, Miss Lee?
Don't worry. I'll go back very soon.
Oh, okay, never mind. Just forget about it. I'll take care of it. I'll go home, okay? Thank you.